The internet is dead. It doesn't exist. It stopped existing 5 years ago. Now, these past few years, there's been an insane amount of conspiracy theories, but one of them might actually be true, and oh, it's a good one. It's known as the dead internet theory. Now, according to this theory, sometime between 2016 and 2017, the internet as you know it was replaced with a fake, a fraud, a simulacra, and all the people you see posting to social media, they aren't real at all. And to go even further, you might not be completely real either and just don't know it. But you can check to see if you are. So you might be thinking, that's crazy. What do you mean the internet's fake? What do you mean the people aren't real? And of course I know I'm real. Hold on, don't worry. I'm going to explain all of it right now and show you how you can check for yourself. To really understand the dead internet theory, let's take a little look at something called .io games and fake multiplayer. .io games are usually really simple, designed to be addicting to play and easy to learn. You run around collecting items or punching enemies or whatever. But the fun of .io games is that you get to play with other people, real players just like you from all over the world. But there was one problem. The person that's playing is going to see that no one else is playing and quit. So your game won't get popular and you'll have a very short-lived career as a developer. The developers came up with a solution. So what they would do is put bots in the game. Now, this is nothing new. Computer-controlled enemies, bots, are put into games all the time. But you know that you're playing against computer-controlled enemies and not real people. The difference here is that .io games didn't tell people that the bots were bots. In fact, they went out of their way to trick people into thinking the bots were real by, for example, giving them usernames. The thinking was that if a new game had fake players in it, real players would join and have fun. The game would get popular, and more real players would start to play, then eventually you wouldn't need the bots anymore. You could get rid of the bots, and you'd have a successful game filled with real players. Good idea, right? Some of these games are extremely clever in tricking the player into thinking that it's a multiplayer game by having waiting screens where the game is connecting and searching for servers, and some even go so far as to tell you the internet connection was lost and disconnect you from the game if you turn off the Wi-Fi. Even though it's completely single player, you don't need to connect to a server or have an internet connection of any kind. Well, this worked. The games were fun to play, were wildly popular, and most people thought they were playing with real people all around the world. Now, eventually some people figured out many .io games weren't really multiplayer. What is real? How do you define real? According to dead internet theory, something very similar happened to the internet. The claim of dead internet theory is that the internet, as an interconnected platform filled with user-created content, died years ago. That the vast majority of the users were replaced with bots, and the content that you consume, like websites, blogs, and articles, they're generated by artificial intelligence. The internet, according to this theory, is now very similar to a .io game, where you think you're interacting with real people, reading their posts and updates, and enjoying content created by humans, but it's all bots, algorithms, and AI. Now, of course, some of the people aren't bots. You can, of course, call up your friends and check, but the claim is that the vast majority of them are, and most of the content is generated by AI. The internet is now a hollow shell filled with fakes. The exceptions are a group of influencers that are in on the secret, along with certain corporations and the government. Well, what's the point? To control your thoughts and to get you to mindlessly consume products and influence your choices so that events will play out according to their will. To them, you are nothing but a battery trapped in a world of illusions. Just like bots were originally introduced into .io games to influence the players into thinking the game was popular, so they'd stay and play, but no real people were actually there, corporations and the government have created a fake internet filled with fake people and fake content to get you to think how they want you to. But it goes deeper than that, as I'll show you towards the end, because you might not be real either, which might sound crazy, but I'll show you how you can check. But first, we need to look at dead internet theory. The question is Is dead internet theory true? The answer is frightening, because it's not far from the truth. Of course, it's not as extreme as the theory claims, but bots haven't completely taken over, right? People are much more likely to watch a video if it has millions of views and tons of likes, and they're much more likely to subscribe to a channel that already has millions of subscribers. Your favorite celebrity, music video, or channel, there's a good chance that a lot of their followers or likes are fake, bought and paid for. If you want to become a celebrity, there are even many companies out there that will create an army of bots to pretend to be your fans. And I just don't mean through likes and comments, but they'll create entire fake accounts, fan pages dedicated to you. So the question is, can you tell what's real and what's fake? You probably think you can. Well, the inversion is the point where the fake seems real and the real seems fake. Now, you might think that that would be impossible, but YouTube feared an inversion event in 2013. See, in 2013, YouTube reportedly had almost as many bots as real people. And they feared that if the percentage of bots kept increasing, YouTube's algorithm would think that the bots were humans and the humans were bots, and then start to organize YouTube according to the bots' activity instead of the humans. In a 2018 article, the New York Times wrote, "In November, Facebook disclosed to investors that it had at least twice as many fake users as it previously estimated, indicating that up to 60 million automated accounts may roam the world's largest social media platform. These fake accounts, known as bots, can help sway advertising audiences and reshape political debates. They can defraud businesses and ruin reputations." Max Reed, who wrote an article for New York Magazine, believes the inversion occurred across the internet in 2018. Here's the clip from Ari Shapiro, NPR host, interviewing Reed.
So let's start with a term that I learned from your article, the inversion. What is the inversion?
The inversion is the point at which there's so much fakery going on that our natural ability to tell the difference between what's real and what's fake becomes inverted. And real things all of a sudden seem totally fake to us, and fake things have this sort of power and the presence of the real.
And as you write in this article, the internet might have actually passed the inversion in some ways years ago, but you say that 2018 felt to you like the year that we passed the inversion.
Every day, people are tricked by bots and fake accounts. If you've been fooled by a bot or almost fooled by a bot before, how do you know you're not being fooled all the time and just don't know it? Have you ever thought someone was a bot only to find out that they were actually real? Rami Assed, founder of a cybersecurity company, said, "Social media is a virtual world that is filled with half bots, half real people. You can't take any tweet at face value, and not everything is what it seems." Not only is there an army of fake accounts and fake people, but now advertisements, emails, and even websites can be generated by AI, all designed to manipulate you into purchasing products. Hell, every time you enter a CAPTCHA, you're ironically enough proving to a computer that you're not a computer. But this gets even more nefarious because it doesn't stop at influencing you to buy products or follow a celebrity, but it goes so far as to shape world events. But the true state of the internet is shockingly close to the theory, filled with bots, AI-generated websites, AI-generated ads, algorithms that control our lives, fake accounts to influence you to buy products, and hired trolls by governments to influence the population. The inversion is right around the corner. Can you tell what's real? Are you sure? Or has the inversion already happened? But the question is, in such a fake place, are you real? Well, you're about to find out, because everything we've been talking up to this point has been about the dead internet theory. But really, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're going beyond that now. See, your phone and social media profiles are an extension of you. You create profiles to reflect who you are, and you use them to interact with your friends, chat with coworkers, watch videos, hook up, and hell, you get it, just about everything. If you've ever forgotten your phone, you probably felt naked or like your arm was missing, that just a part of you was gone. Well, just like your phone and social media profiles are an extension and reflection of you, the internet as a whole is an extension and reflection of the entire planet. That is, the world community. Since the internet is an extension of the planet, the community, and so much of the internet is fake, could that just be a symptom of a fake planet? That brings us to what I call dead planet theory, except this one, it's not a theory.